got it.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to MANIACITV, man. Today we got part 3 of the NBA versus TBG beef from the Mo Slides YouTube channel. Today we got the daily beef between NBA Youngboy and the real G Money, man. So listen, y'all head on over to Mo Slides, hit that subscribe button, man. Get my guy to 100K. He's so close, and he always comes with the quality docs, man. So listen, we ain't gonna waste no time. We getting into it right now here on MANIACITV. The daily beef between NBA Youngboy and G Money. Let's get it.
We already covered the fallout between NBA Youngboy and TBG. The former friendship that turned to a violent street beef.
Yep.
A beef that came to a standstill when Youngboy got locked up of 2 attempt murders in late 2016. In my last video, we talked about how he finessed his way out of those charges. A crazy story that literally sounds like something straight out of a movie.
Man.
If you haven't seen that video yet, go check it out. But for this video,
crazy.
The story takes place in May 2017 and concentrates on how he started terrorizing the city fresh off his prison release. He got out of jail and became a superstar, but was still getting pulled deeper and deeper into street beefs, and bodies started dropping soon after. If you're familiar with this story, you know there was a back and forth between NBA Youngboy and G Money, but a lot of people don't know the extent to it. They were going back and forth in songs, and they were constantly going at it via social media. Nowadays, Youngboy's pretty secretive about his ops. We rarely see him acknowledge their existence online. However, Youngboy hasn't always been this way.
That's what I'm saying. At that time, man, Youngboy, like, we knew when he got on Instagram Live, he would go at his ops. Nowadays, you know, he doesn't really, besides that one time, I said, okay, it was twice. Once with Fredo Bang, he was talking about Fredo Bang. And then the other time it was with Kodak, that you know, the infamous rant that he did. But other than that, man, Youngboy really don't speak too much about, you know, about his ops like that.
We rarely see him acknowledge their existence online. However, Youngboy hasn't always been this way. Before Youngboy got locked up on that murder case, he was making it very clear in songs that he did not fuck with TBG or G Money anymore. It was a whole lot of reasons why Youngboy fell out with them, which we went much deeper into in my last video. But one of the main ones seemed to be G sleeping with Youngboy's older sister. Him and G was close. He wouldn't expect someone he looked to as a big brother to do that. They grew up together and was both repping TBG. Initially, G was a much bigger artist than Youngboy, but as that beef escalated, so did Youngboy's stardom. He managed to surpass G, and they started waging war in the music, constantly sending disses at each other. At this time, it wasn't that serious, just niggas talking shit. It was no bloodshed behind it. Youngboy then got locked up in that murder case, and G was still talking about it while he was locked up. And fresh off Youngboy's prison release, he was addressing all the bullshit, but not immediately. His first few songs ain't really have no disses. It looked like he might actually leave this shit alone.
Yeah, when Untouchable and Graffiti dropped, like, when those songs were dropping, man, and what was the other one, 41, like, when those songs was dropping, man, I'm like, okay, Youngboy, like, I knew of his history, you know, all his street issues, but when those dropped after he got out, I'm like, okay, you know, maybe he's putting that beef stuff to the side, moving forward with the industry stuff, leaving all the street stuff in the past, but, you know.
But the disses started flowing in. On August 3rd, he dropped his album, AI Youngboy, where he addressed G Money.
Success make these niggas mad, I know how it is. Boy, you gon' get your head bust tryna stunt for real. These niggas making diss songs, come on now, boy, be real. All the ops funny, put that on God, man, these niggas don't want no smoke. Nigga, when you see me do that shit, you say you gon' do. For them niggas that we used to roll tight, they won't kill.
Like I said, I mean, it was a point in time where, you know, a few songs that he dropped, it was like, okay, Youngboy, you know, he really just trying to go industry with it. But, you know, he had these songs, too, where, you know, he gon' let it be known.
Nigga, when you see me do that shit, bitch, it could go to that level. Ain't squashing nothing, bitches up, just how to talk with the dog. The only way this shit gon' end, you getting hit with that metal.
Shortly after this, G Money did that iconic Say Cheese interview, which we broke down in part 1. We talked about Youngboy's sister and spoke more on him and Youngboy's beef. About a week after this interview, Youngboy got sentenced for that attempt murder case, getting hit with no jail time. And without those 10 years looming over his head no more, the beef started getting more and more serious. 3 days later, him and G was going back and forth online.
Saying, Dick, what you don't like me or something, like, fuck that rap shit, what you I'm saying, like, what you got something against me, bitch ass nigga, you know the real, stop playing. What you saying, huh? Fuck a nigga, I'm about beefing, what it is, bitch?
Heard a nigga dissing, but he tripping. How the fuck I'm supposed to zip him when he posting shit on Insta? Say right.
How the fuck am I supposed to zip him when he posting shit on Insta? Oh, I ain't gonna cap though. That was a cold ass bar right there, man. I'm telling you, when y'all listen, man, when rappers let they beef be known on the net, especially because that be in the street like that, you know, that's when they get a little, you know, you got to be careful what you post, you got to be careful what you saying in these songs, because if something happen, people gonna turn it around on you, man. I'm telling you.
Tripping, how the fuck I'm supposed to zip him when he posting shit
On Insta.
Say he riding, but he lying, he ain't ready for that.
What song is this?
Late to say you sorry when you laying on the stretcher.
Fuck who you is, nigga. Get it. Fuck on you, man. That nigga. I don't like you. I'm gonna keep on that. I don't like you.
Bitch ass nigga talking about you don't like a nigga this and that. Nigga, fuck you. Ain't no nigga for you to like, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Bitch ass nigga, you just copping off a nigga. Bitch, I pull up in that wagon, you gonna take a picture by a T-wagon. Boy, you really my son. Stop watching me, man. Oh yeah. Get off a nigga. Dang! Bitch ass nigga.
2 days
This is so crazy.
after this Insta beef, G Money dropped his most well-known song,
Industry. Now this was the song that I first, when I didn't know who NBA Youngboy had a problem with until this song dropped. And I'm like, man, you know, I know he had, you know, some beefs back in Baton Rouge, but I didn't know like specifically who and like what they were doing. But when this song dropped, when Industry dropped and I listened to it, that was the first G Money song I heard. And I'm like, man, he coming to NBA Youngboy, you know, heavy, you know. And I thought, honestly, at that time, I thought it was on some, okay, Youngboy made it out the hood. You know, they still in the hood. I think it's just, you know, petty beefs in the city and stuff like that, man. But, you know, like I said, I didn't know the deep-rooted issue at that time. But, man, G Money, I ain't gonna cap, man. He went hard on this Industry song, man. I'm telling you, he did.
2 days after this Insta beef, G Money dropped his most well-known song, Industry. Youngboy never broke again response, and he let it be known who he was talking about. G addressed this Youngboy beef on that song and a few songs he released after this.
You let niggas pussy hollering, you a stepper, you won't kill shit. Fuck nigga in his feelings. Pussy niggas steady talking down, why nigga snake this? If you a man, come at me direct and watch a nigga be missing. I'm the wrong nigga to be dissing on them songs. I ain't with that rap beef and send them bitches at your phone. Yeah, I hear them niggas talking shit, they better not play with us. Most of niggas blew up from BR, they was fake as fuck. That's why I never kissed him. I don't know why he hating, guess he mad about a bitch.
G was coming at Youngboy heavy, man. What's going on? Some of these I ain't even hear, but he wasn't letting up at Youngboy.
And that's why I never kissed him. I don't know why he hating, guess he mad about a bitch. All y'all used to claim TBG, look how you niggas switch. I would've bust for you, nigga. I put my trust in you, nigga. Now I can't fuck with you, nigga. You a bitch, I know the real you.
Youngboy ain't really respond, but G kept going. Youngboy was the bigger artist, so anytime G did anything, people would constantly ask him about Youngboy. Like in this Instagram live he did about 2 weeks after dropping Industry.
But just remember, bitch ass nigga, nigga was fucking with you, nigga was down for now. Nigga ain't never do no fake ass hating ass shit. All these niggas down here bitches, man. You heard me? Most of these niggas scared of a nigga, man. You see a nigga, you put your fucking head down, nigga. And I can be.
What was that song? Fredo put this on the song. Trying to put one in the coffin every time I go back to the hood. He put this at the end of that song. He put that. Okay, so this is where that's
Most of these
from.
niggas scared of a nigga, man. You see a nigga, you put your fucking head down, nigga. And I can be by myself and you can be with 1,000 niggas, bitch.
And then G Money made this final video talking about Youngboy.
Say, Lil, you know you ain't living like that, man. You get a deal and you done turn to a killer. When you start doing all that, man, you know you ain't cut like that, man. You know TBG been your muscle, boy. You better stop playing and stay in your place, son. Bitch ass nigga, and when you throw a shot at me on that shit, man, don't be on there talking all this slick shit. Yeah, in the bank, man, on the way home, bitch.
Then at about midnight the next day, G Money and a few others are in the studio recording their next Youngboy diss track.
Fuck a nigga, they switch, yeah. These niggas pussy, get that money and that fame and they switch, yeah.
Eventually they done recording and ready to leave. G Money was the first to walk out. He was looking down at his phone, but there was already a car parked outside waiting for him.
Baton Rouge police are looking into a deadly shooting that claimed the life of a local rapper. Police say someone shot and killed 22-year-old Garrett Burton on Dallas Street around 1:20 last night. Burton performed under the name G Money.
He say he gon' step on who? I'm gon' put him on the nose. I just hit a op with the stick like I'm playing pool.
Police digging under a
Man, you know, a part of me be thinking sometimes, man, like if G Money and Boulevard Quick never would have got killed, you know, what level would TBG be at? You know, obviously Fredo Bang is holding it down big time for the camp, but you know, what level would G Money and Fredo and them be at with NBA? Would TBG still would have been blackballed from the industry? Would they have still been blackballed? Probably, honestly. Probably they still would have been blackballed, man.
That boy who been dissing, shoot the bitch in his face. That nigga diss me, now that bitch ass nigga slump. I leave him dead, got the whole city mad. I
Is it
sip
that
that
boy
boy
about
by
what
what
he
he said.
said?
I just raised the murder rate up in my city, bitch. Talking reckless, got him sipping with the bus and did him bang. Shoot him dead up in his head, knock off his dreads, now he can't make a sound.
God damn!
I wish I could spit in his casket. Fucking media in real life, we really zipping shit. You know we don't spare nobody, shoot you in your shit.
G-Money's
God damn, man. Listen, you know what? And I said this in, what was it, part 1? I was like, man, you don't realize it when you listen to Youngboy songs, but he really be talking about, like, man, listen. He be describing the whole lick. Like, what's going on, Youngboy?
Really zipping shit. You know we don't spare nobody, shoot you in your shit.
G-Money's brother, who actually introduced G to Youngboy, later confirmed that G got shot 18 times. Whoever did it wanted him bad. Keep in mind, this was only 3 weeks after Youngboy got sentenced on his murder case.
18?
And bodies was already dropping. Relentless disses started coming in from the NBA camp.
18 times? Now, man, listen. You know, I already know where everybody's mind went to. When this first happened, when the news came out about G, I knew where everybody's mind went to, because the industry song, I heard that, I want to say it was a few days before G got killed. And I knew, you know, obviously it was a response to Youngboy, and he had issues with Youngboy. But when that happened, I know everybody's what their first thought was, you know, like, oh, I know who did it. You know, everybody turning to internet detectives. But 18 times, man. Now, we know where Youngboy and G-Money come from, man. You know, you gonna have problems with all types of people, man. These two, the beef with Youngboy and G-Money, they wasn't their only issue with people, man. G probably had a lot of enemies out there, and obviously was somebody that really wanted him, because for 18 times to shoot somebody 18 times, come on now. That's a serious beef right there. That's crazy, man. I thought he only got shot once in the head. I didn't know it was 18 times though. That's crazy.
Murder case, and bodies was already dropping. Relentless disses started coming in from the NBA camp. But the worst part of all this is that G wasn't even supposed to be in Baton Rouge this day. He had an interview with Vlad TV and one in New York lined up, but he didn't show up because Fredo Bang was getting out on his murder case this day, and he wanted Fredo to come along. Only reason he was in Baton Rouge was for Fredo Bang. And after G's death, it kept getting worse for Fredo. He was supposed to get out, but they refused to let him go.
They took it upon themselves to say that they was looking after my life, saying that they feel like if I came home, I was going to either retaliate or get killed. So they said they feel like I should stay in jail a couple more months.
Dawg, I would have been hot. Man, they would have had me all the way fucked up. If they would have told me some shit like that, man. I've been in this motherfucker for how long, and I'm about to get out, and y'all telling me I'm about to, oh, we scared you gonna retaliate or you gonna get killed. Why should y'all care? Man, let me out this motherfucker, man. Come on, now that's crazy. That's crazy as hell.
Get killed. So they said they feel like I should stay in jail a couple more months.
So Fredo lost his best friend the day he was supposed to get out. Then they decided to add extra time to his sentence. TBG main rapper was gone, and the other two, Fredo Bang and Boulevard Quick, was in prison. My next video actually gonna be focused on Boulevard Quick, so if you haven't yet, hit that sub button. But at this point, TBG was crushed. Their main rapper was gone, and the other two was locked up. And this is where Lit Yoshi emerges, a new TBG rapper who's gonna be a huge part of this series later. Right now, he out on bail for 7 attempt murders on BBG and NBA members, and that's only the ones they charged him for. Prosecutors also believe he was the one shooting at Youngboy at Rolling Loud. And this Yoshi guy only even started rapping because G died and the rest of TBG was locked up. But about a month after G's death, Youngboy drops his project Ain't Too Long, where he addressed the situation in a few songs, but most notably Poor One, which we also broke down in part 1. But G was only the first of many bodies dropped in this feud. G-Money's death didn't end this war, it just solidified this future generational beef. Youngboy constantly clowning G-Money only deepened TBG's hatred for him, and retaliation came soon after. TBG was hurt by the loss of their artist, and Fredo was hurt by the loss of his best friend.
I was in jail, and like at that moment, like shit couldn't get no worse. And I just broke down in tears. Like I just sat there and locked up. You know what I'm saying? In front of 120 grown men. You know what I'm saying? In a real war zone. I broke down.
Lately shit been painful, friends turn to strangers. Niggas wanna kill me, so I got one in the chamber. Man, this can't be real. Now I'm heading through the wind, you won't get me killed. Don't ever underestimate a nigga, he really will. And all this shit strange to me, how homie changed on me. We had some.
It's like you can't even really label this beef as a music beef, man. This is some street shit. I'm telling you, this ain't even, you know, and I don't know, man. You know, as much as I would love to see, and it's crazy, when I talked to Lil Yoshi on the phone like a month ago, you know, and I was just telling him, like, man, you know how crazy it would be to have Fredo and Youngboy together on the track. And then, you know, he told me, he was like, you know, we tell Fredo all the time, you know, that just to throw the feds off, you know, like they tell Fredo all the time, man, like, do a song with Youngboy just so they can get off y'all trails. But man, you know, just every video I react to about the backstory issues with these two, man, it's like, I don't know, like, I can't, camera cut off. But man, like I was saying though, like, honestly, I feel like I can't see this beef being squashed because, you know, it's just, it's too deep rooted, man. Like, these guys, they got a history with each other. They used to be cool. And like they say, your closest friends can be your worst enemy, man. I'm saying though.
And now you trying to bring that pain to me.
If you found out today that the person who did it was arrested and convicted, would that make you feel any better?
Officer Vlad.
No. You wish that you could actually handle it yourself if you could.
Yeah. I ain't beefing with dude shit, I just wish him the best. Got love for him, fuck the sister, I can't get him killed. Even though you went to tripping when you got a deal.
But is this a situation where you're gonna let, you know, you're gonna let God take care of it? Or
all I can say is it's gonna be handled, you know.
I got my head up, I can't let them steal me. Like, what the fuck my daughter's gonna do if a nigga kill me? And that shit crazy, man. Like how that money and fame, you hear me? Like, that shit changed the way certain people look at you. Like your closest niggas, so you never ever thought a turn on you, they'll turn on you. Like that shit.
That's crazy, man. I can't wait for the next episode. So if the next episode is about either Boulevard Quick or Lil Yoshi, I can't wait for the Lil Yoshi episode too. Because Yoshi actually told me a lot of stuff, man. We was on the phone chopping it up for at least like 2 or 3 hours, like last month, man. We was on the phone for a minute. He told me a lot of stuff, you know, his history with Youngboy and Youngboy's history in TBG, man. So that'd be a very interesting video to check out, though, man. But listen, the deadly beef between NBA Youngboy and G Money, man. RIP G Money for sure. RIP Boulevard Quick. Link down below in the description. Y'all want to check it out in its entirety uninterrupted. If y'all new to the channel, y'all rock with me, want daily reaction videos, man, hit that subscribe button for me until the next video. I'll see y'all then. Thank you for watching MANIACITV. I'm out.
I ain't gotta do too much.